250 square feet office studio. Now, in the sales offer, for the smallest option, the client has 4 choices to choose from. That means how he wants his furniture to be set up, he can choose that among these 4 options. Okay. After that, we give them the deluxe option, which is 1,400 square feet. Again, this can be divided into 1 title deed or 2 title deeds. It's up to them. This is the advantage of the modular concept. Then you can do an executive option, which is up to 3 office studios. Again, it can be 3 title deeds or just 1 title deed. The furniture layout they choose is depending on how many title deeds they want. This is an advantage for a lot of investors if they want the flexibility in the future. Then we go to a la carte, which is 2,000 square feet. These can be next to each other, so they can divide it into 4 or just as 1. A la carte, use it with our design team and implement your own design. But going back to what you said, we give them 4 choices to choose from in the furniture setup, which is an advantage. And these are plug and play offices. This means you even have your server and your printer. It's very easy. And this is why it's easier for residential investors to consider, because the ROI conservatively for offices is between 10 to 12%. Conservatively, imagining if the office was ready right now. However, here you don't have to go for a half floor shell and core and set it up, compromise on your time. You can have the smallest option just to dabble into commercial, see how it is, or you can go for larger options. It's up to the investor's choice. And right now we have the availability for you guys to work on. When it comes to the price, yes, now is the time for the buyers to come and discuss with us. We can be flexible. I can get you approvals on the price for sure. So this is for you to be, strong with your investor. If you pitch them something, tell them this is something unique. It doesn't exist right now. That's why you go for off plan rather than ready. It's a flexible, safe payment plan linked to construction progress. ROI, how do you give me the ROI? You're not making any promises. We just look at actual listings right now for grade A offices in Business Bay. That's it.
How do we filter grade A from normal offices?
So grade A, for example, Opus is a grade A.
So only by name. There is no category in
There
the
is
listings.
categories that go to it.
In the listings.
In the listings is premium grade A. The building has to meet certain criteria to go under that category of premium/grade A. Opus is a grade A tower, but you still don't have grade A experiences here. You don't have amenities, you don't have a proper concierge service. So all of this, even in grade A offices, are still missing. The quality assurance is still not there. But again, the design, the address meets grade A. Those are the main 2 comparables that we use.
So Opus, Vision, and
MR Square.
MR Square.
Yeah, which is in downtown. Reasonable comparables. And in the listings we look at is both business centers that are working in those buildings, set up in those buildings, and actual long-term leases for
what
the
about
offices.
Burj Khalifa?
I don't use Burj Khalifa as a comparable, to be honest.
Are they grade A or?
It goes under a similar category, yeah. But it's also, keep in mind, for example, Burj Khalifa is mixed use. So we try to stick with what's closest to us and closer comparable concept, exactly. But you have to be very cautious because you cannot compare a grade A office or the type of tenant who will be in Opus to a type of tenant which will be in an older building. They can pay less than half of the price that they're paying rent here. So the market demand is, the type of clientele you have is very different. It's not comparable at all. And it's for client-facing businesses. Like I said, we have a full floor in Vision Tower, and most of the team sits there. We have desk. For that office, you don't want a balcony, you don't want leisure, you don't want amenities. People are just there to get work done. Here, we're client-facing. So when the guests come, they have to have their valet. It has to be convenient for them, even though we still have our slight issues. Of course, we want the experience as you arrive to be like the smell, the person who greets you. All of these things matter. The client, once he comes upstairs, is already in a fantastic mood. And a lot of our types of investors, the kind of clients you work with, mood, energy is very important for them. So this is for that type of business that value that experience. You pay more for the experience. This is very important. You can set a very simple example if you go to Zuma or you go to McDonald's. You still go and eat, but very different experiences, very different price points. Nobody is going to argue how much is the price there because they go for that intention and experience. Now, one other thing I need to highlight is on our ground floor, we have a corporate concierge service as well. Let me take you to the amenities mock-up.
Can I ask a question about the balcony?
Yes.
So, since all the offices come with the balcony, do you have any special provision to utilize this area to the maximum for the employees?
See, you can use it as you like. You can probably do a cooling system, which is now very new. They do that as well for outdoor spaces. But for you to be able to close it off, no. It's your balcony. You can, we deliver it.
Do you provide any furniture or
It's fully furnished, yeah.
like this chair and plants?
Everything, yeah. Everything you see here, even the balcony furniture is included.
So basically, it can be used only winter seasons for dining, for the lunch break.
No, but you can, as you say, there is a special facility for the AC, yeah?
If they want to set it up in that way, they can
their own
install
cost,
on
right?
their own, of course. And again, in this side of Business Bay, depending on where you are, which side of the building you are in, you can go there at this time and you still have a very nice breeze. A good example is if you take your clients or go to Lana Dorchester now on the 5th floor and you still have a very nice ambience. For us, it's a little bit difficult sometimes, but for a lot of our European clients, they love it. Some content in Russian or different languages, it'll be fantastic along with the mock-up. So here at the ground floor is where the amenities will start. You have your valet service, your drop-off zone. We have our corporate concierge service, which is what I wanted to highlight most importantly. There's going to be administrative support, IT support, a virtual assistant, mail and courier management. You also have your own professional call handler. On a basic level, they're going to cater all these, provide all these services to the businesses that are working here. And all of this is still included in your service charge, which is very reasonable. Another reason why the price you're paying here makes a lot of sense. Then rentable spaces, event spaces, a lot of businesses, when they have events, they book a hotel, right? Here you have it in the same building. Again, this comfort of having everything accessible to you is fantastic. Then this is level 4 podium where you have podcast pods and meeting room pods, sports activities, indoors and outdoors gym, crank fitness and beauty lounge, rentable spaces, and co-working spaces. Then reset level 16. Again, this is where you go to rest and relax for the intention to reset, where you have a semi-Olympic lap pool, spa pods, nap pods, and co-working spaces. Then level 31 is where you have additional meeting rooms, observation deck. Of course, from here you have 360 views of the Dubai skyline completely. And those are one thing you guys should really focus on is our penthouses and our loft edges. These are very unique. Most of our investors love to have something limited edition, very unique in their portfolio. These are around 2,000 plus square feet, entry price roughly 12 million. Penthouses that you see over there, the penthouse, again, these are offices, it's not residential. Here minimum price is 14 million. Over 2,500 square feet. And of course, because you're on the 29th floor in this case, you have unobstructed views all around. Amazing.